Week 3 assignment, Community Resource Analysis, Introduction and Community Demographics. Welcome to Victoria, Texas. Founded by Martin de Leon, established in 1824. Victoria, Texas is a small town located centrally in the Golden Crescent area. The agenda for today will include the following descriptions of Victoria, Texas, including demographics of the community. We will review the population of Victoria from the 2023 census report and see photos of downtown Victoria. Throughout this presentation, we'll review the racial breakdown, average cost of housing, and determine if most residents are homeowners or renters. We will discuss the average size of the household and the median income in the homes. During this presentation, we will review the educational levels in this city. We will look at the types of trainings available to this community. I will discuss what caught my attention about this community. I will point out the unique characteristics of the community. I will briefly discuss historical events, historical figures, and how these discoveries could impact my character selected to follow in Enrique's journey to locate his mother in the United States. I will discuss the strengths and barriers of the community and what roles they have in Lourdes' relocation to Victoria, Texas. The purpose of a community assessment is to gather information that can be used for planning and setting priorities in place and alerting community members and their leaders about the quality of life issues. The goal of the community needs is not to focus on the problem of the community, but to provide a description of the gap between what a situation is and what it should be. Victoria, Texas is newly selected community of Enrique's parent, Lourdes. This city is located 30 miles inland from the Gulf of Mexico. It is a 2-hour drive from Corpus Christi, Houston, San Antonio, and Austin, Texas. The city is often referred to as the Golden Crescent area. The 2023 census report indicated there were 65,514 people living in Victoria, Texas. The median age of the people living here was 34.7. In 2023, the poverty rate in Victoria was 18%. The breakdown of race and ethnicity is white, non-Hispanic, 35.2%. Two races, including other Hispanic, was 23.5%. White, Hispanic, 21.5%. Other Hispanic, 7.87%. Black or African American, non-Hispanic, 5.98%. The average cost of housing to purchase a home in Victoria, Texas is about $170,000, which is below the average cost of homes in Texas. The average monthly rent in Victoria, Texas is about $900. The average household size in Victoria, Texas is 2.58 persons, and the average family size is 3.06 tenth of a person. The census designated place population for Victoria, Texas is 65,534. This was found on a zip code map. In looking at the average educational level, in 2023, there were 7,079 students enrolled in Victoria. 33.3% were men, 66.7% were female. In 2023, the universities in Victoria, Texas awarded 2,044 degrees. Most of the students graduating from universities in Victoria were Hispanic. There were approximately 889 Hispanic graduates, followed by whites, 647 students. Black or African Americans had only 238 students graduating from the university. And in the Asians, there were 129 students. Most students graduated with business degrees, psychology degrees, or interdisciplinary studies. When I think about what caught my attention in Victoria, Texas, there were several things that caught my attention in this community. First, it was the size of the community. It was not too small, but it was not too large. This community had what Lourdes needed to be successful. It had everything needed to raise a family. Victoria is centrally located. The city has two colleges, Victoria College and the University of Houston. There's also a beauty college in this community called Victoria Beauty College. This community has public transportation, so if you do not have a vehicle, you can still get to your needed destination. Lourdes can locate employment in this community. She can work in sales. She could use her transferable skills in seafood industry or cleaning homes or office buildings. This community appears to be affordable to live in. I found a community willing to help those seeking to start a new beginning. Victoria, Texas got its name from General Guadalupe Victoria, who became the first president of independent Mexico. It is the cathedral city of the Roman Catholic Diocese. The community is able to receive support from the Catholic Church for their housing and living needs. The Catholic Church can provide help and information to Lourdes about how she can get her children to Victoria, Texas, the legal way. This is a picture of downtown Victoria, De Leon Plaza. Behind the statue is a plaza that is in the center of the city. I found it very interesting. The buildings are all colored different colors. There's the theater also located on the main street in Victoria, Texas. There are restaurants, sandwich shops, and there is a bank, Wells Fargo, also located across from De Leon Plaza. When I think about how these discoveries would impact Lourdes, I would say she would be able to see there are jobs in Victoria. She can obtain affordable housing, health care, trainings. She has access to needed social services. She can use her transferable skills to obtain employment in whatever field she seeks to work in. She could work in sales, she could work in the fish industry. She could also locate advice to get her papers in order. She can learn the English language if needed, and she can ask the Catholic Church for help. Although there are barriers wherever a person goes, Victoria, Texas could be a promising community for Lourdes. She can use the community's free health clinics. She could also use the city's transportation to do her shopping, get to work, or even seek other social service needs. She could seek housing and help with getting her legal documents in order and help to get her children to the area where she is now living. She could apply for county housing using other community resources such as family services to gather information about questions she may have trying to get her children north where she is now living. There are night classes available to help Lourdes with learning English. She could also focus on locating GED programs to help her obtain her high school diploma. I believe Victoria would be a good place for Lourdes to live in. I enjoyed looking at all Victoria had to offer Lourdes. Thank you for listening to my presentation.